What is up everyone, Movie Wayne back again with another Movie Talk Weekly. This is just me going over all the movie news from the past week or so. Quickly, before I get onto it, there are just a couple of days left for my 500 subs competition where you can bag yourself a £25 Amazon voucher. The link will be down below, just follow the instructions on that video. But let's just get into this week's movie news because there's a lot to talk about. So let's just start where we started last week's movie talk on the new James Bond. Now this has been confirmed that No Time to Die will be Daniel Craig's last Bond movie. And Henry Cavill has come out and said that he would love to play the Bond character. Last week Tom Hardy was linked to the role and this week it's Henry Cavill. Since he's come out and said that, rumours have been circulating all around the web. Now, I do think this one may make more sense because I did touch on it last week that Hardy is 43 years old. And by the time the first Bond movie comes out, he might be about 46, 47 there. And they usually get about 5 movies out of each Bond. And he could be 60 by the time he does the last one. So Henry Cavill is actually 6 years younger than him. He's 37 years old. So this probably would make a little bit more sense. He looks like he fits the role. I've seen him in Mission Impossible Fallout where he played a similar sort of character, although there was a bit of a twist for his character in that movie, but he was great as like the secret agent guy. So I think that'd be a really, really good choice actually, and probably the more sensible one. But I know there are a lot of people who would love to see Tom Hardy as James Bond, and that is very understandable. I would actually go with either, but it might not be either of these two. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. I do wonder who the next Bond is going to be, and I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. We also got word on Avatar 2. James Cameron has come out and said that he has 100% shot the whole movie. So it's all been filmed. However, don't expect to see it anytime soon. It is still set for a December 2022 release date. And that is because he's got to do all the editing, all the special effects. Him and his team have got to be working really, really hard to get the spectacle that he wants. But he has said it's all fully shot, which is amazing. And to be honest, he came out with even more extraordinary news and said that Avatar 3 is actually 90% filmed. There's only 10% to go, which is just mad to me. Now, that isn't... He said when the second movie is released, he will be ready to almost release the third one. But it is going to have a year gap. That's going to be December 2023. So there's going to be a year gap in between movies there. And Avatar 4 is set for 2025, I believe. And Avatar 5 is set, so I'm losing track of the numbers, there's that many, for the 2028 release. They are the set dates now. Of course, they will probably change. But James Cameron coming out there and confirming that Avatar 2 is all filmed and Avatar 3 is 90% filmed. So that's interesting if you're a fan of Avatar, especially. I know a lot of people are saying we didn't ask for these movies and they don't care about it, which is fair enough, but never ever write off James Cameron. Ever. Now just quickly, if you're an M. Night Shyamalan fan, you might be interested to know that he tweeted an image of his new movie simply titled Old. Now, I don't know anything about the movie, what it's about or anything like that, but the image consists of bodies falling through an egg timer instead of, you know, the sand that's usually in egg timers. Whatever this means, I do not know. M. Night Shyamalan's movies are usually interesting, aren't they? I mean, 90% of them anyway. They've always got good twist endings and feel a little bit unique, I feel. Especially the likes of Unbreakable, you know, and Signs is another good one. He's made some really, really good films. And like I said, always a little bit different. But as soon as I know more about the movie Old, I will let you guys know. Now in my What's Coming in October video, the last video I done, I did mention this briefly, but I just want to talk about it again, and it is a remake to this movie, The Craft, from the 90s. I think this is 1995 or something. And I'm a big fan of this original movie. I just think it's got all the nostalgic 90s feels, and it's a really enjoyable film with a great cast. Now, a couple of days ago we got the Craft Legacy trailer. I knew there was a remake coming or a sequel, but I didn't know too much about it. And then this trailer dropped just a couple of days ago. And I was watching this trailer and I was just thinking, this is a full-on remake, almost shot for shot if you like, because it's about a new girl moving to a new house in a new town, and she meets new friends in the school who are all witches, exactly like this movie. And Towards the end of the trailer, you even heard the main girl, who is supposedly meant to be Sarah, but she might have a different name in this, I don't know, say to someone who says, "Watch out for the weirdos," she says, "We are the weirdos, mister." And that is one of the most famous lines from that movie, and I was just like, it just kind of seemed the same film. But halfway through the trailer, we do see these girls pick up a picture of Nancy and saying how she went crazy and stuff, and you've got to be careful with the craft. So it is a sequel, but it just looks like it's too much the same film. So I don't know how I feel about it. I will never judge a film by its trailer, even though it sounds like I am. This might surprise me, I don't know. Now, this is coming to VOD, it says at the end of the trailer, on the 28th of October, I believe. It might be the 26th, I'm sorry if I'm confused there. But I'm hoping it comes to cinemas as well. I will definitely try and watch this and review it for you guys on the channel. And this is coming from Blumhouse. But I just don't know. I'm not expecting much, to be honest. I sent my sister the trailer because she used to watch this movie all the time. And she said, "Oh my god, it looks terrible." And sort of had to agree there. But I will leave the link for this trailer down below if you want to check it out. That is The Craft Legacy, coming later this month. We are also getting a sequel to the live-action Lion King movie from 2019. Yes, a sequel to The Lion King in live action. Now, I did not see this coming, to be honest, but The Lion King did make a ton at the box office. So even though I didn't see it coming, it does make sense for Disney to do this. And I don't know any details about the plot. It might follow the same vein as Simba's Pride, the second animated movie way back in the 90s, but I highly doubt it. I think they'll do their own little story here, because that's not the most popular film, not exactly like how popular The Lion King is. Now, the first one was a shot-for-shot remake, really. I mean, if I'm going to watch The Lion King, I'm probably going to always go to the animated one. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, because they're both the same movie. However, I did enjoy The Lion King. I know a lot of people weren't too fussed on it, but I thought it was, quite good. And it sounds like I'm sort of contradicting myself there after talking about The Craft looking the same. But, this is animation and live action, isn't it? It's a bit of a different thing. But this is going to be directed by Barry Jenkins, who brought us the movie Moonlight. So, the Oscar-winning movie there. So, time will tell if this movie is any good. But I just thought Disney were going to live-action remake all their original animated movies, like they have been doing, like Mulan recently and The Jungle Book. But, hey, they have seen a gap in the market where they think, oh yeah, we can pounce on these live actions and make sequels out of them and start their own little franchises there. So, not a bad idea by Disney. Maybe we'll get Aladdin 2 and Guy Ritchie will return to direct that one. You just never know, do you? But The Lion King 2 live action sequel, don't know when it's coming, I just know it's coming. Now, this is probably my favourite piece of movie news coming up right now of the week, I'm not going to lie. On a personal level, I don't know if it'll be your favourite piece of movie news, but if you're a fan of this movie, I think you're going to be very interested. So, here we go. Oscar Isaac, who's a wonderful actor by the way, is set to star in a movie as Francis Ford Coppola, and this is called Francis and the Godfather. Now, this is basically going to tell the story of the making of The Godfather. Jake Gyllenhaal is set to star as Godfather producer Bob Evans, and Barry Levinson is on board to direct this film. Now, there is a bit of a story behind The Godfather and the making of it. The political battles with the studios, the people questioning Marlon Brando as the casting choice of The Godfather. And Al Pacino, he needed a big performance out of him, and he was fairly unknown, and he had to sort of explain why he's picked him and stuff. So there is a story to tell here, and I think it's one of the greatest movies of all time, so I am so on board with this. I did not see this one coming at all. Jake Gyllenhaal and Oscar Isaac, brilliant cast there. Barry Levinson knows how to direct a film. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. I don't know when it's out, there is no word. We just know it's happening, and if this came out next year, it'd probably be very, very high on my most anticipated movies of 2021 list, but it could be the year after, I don't know, there is no release date yet, but I know it's happening, so looking forward to that one. Godfather fans like myself, are you? I'm sure you are. Zac Efron is also set to star in a movie of the remake of the Stephen King film Firestarter, yes. His original book was adapted into a movie way back in the 90s, I believe. And I haven't seen this movie, I just know a lot of people have, and I just thought you guys might like to know about it. I just know the concept. It's a young girl who can start fires with her mind, and she was originally played by Drew Barrymore. I believe Zac Efron is the father in this. He's not going to be playing the young kid, obviously. But I got this book a while ago for Christmas off my fiance's sister, and it's got every Stephen King movie ever made in here up to 2019. And I really, I read about Firestarter and it really made me want to watch it. So hopefully I can get that on Blu-ray soon. I've just picked up Misery, which I have seen, but not for a long time. I'm on a mission now to watch all these Stephen King movies, mainly so I can do a top 10 Stephen King movie list one day. But there you go. That is the remake of Firestarter. Don't know when it's coming. I just know that Zac Efron is starring in the film. Now, Netflix have released a teaser trailer of their new upcoming Resident Evil TV series. This is coming in 2021, going by this trailer. That's what it says at the end. However, they are not using real actors. This is an animated show. And I'm kind of fine with that, Doesn't really bother me. I just want a good Resident Evil story there. Now, when I first released the details of this on my Movie Talk Weekly, it was going to involve Wesker and Wesker's daughters, but this trailer shows a lot of Claire and Leon, so who knows what's going to happen. I'm just glad it's involving a lot of characters that we all know and love from the video games, and maybe this will centre around Resident Evil 2 at some point, centering around that time zone there. I don't know, but I will leave the trailer down below if you want to check it out. We also got a new announcement for the Borat 2 movie. This was announced about an hour after I made my What's Coming in October movie and edited it all together and stuff, so why wouldn't it? It's like the world just said, let's wait for Jordan to do that and then we'll announce it, so he doesn't have to put it in his video. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to talk about it. And this is the second Borat movie coming to Amazon Prime on October 23rd. Now, I will read the full title of this movie because I'm gonna have to look at it on the iPad here. I'm not gonna lie, there's no way I can memorize it. I just can't. And it's probably the longest movie title in movie history. I can't think of a longer one, to be honest. Here we go. Borat gift of pornographic monkey to Vice Premier Michael Pence to make benefit recently diminished nation of Kazakhstan. I had to stop myself from laughing reading that out. What a name for a film. What a name. And the trailer was released today. They released a little satirical trailer yesterday, a little 30-second thing where he's praising Donald Trump, but obviously he's mistaken in the trailer. However, the full 3-minute trailer has been released now. I will leave it down below, and it looks quite funny actually. Borat is a disgrace to Kazakhstan for the 2006 movie that he made, and all of Kazakhstan hates him, so he has to dress up and avoid being seen as Borat because people just hate him, and he's interviewing people and stuff, and like he usually does as Borat, but in a different costume at times here, in a different appearance, which is kind of weird. And his daughter is also in this movie, so there you go. Borat 2, October 23rd on Amazon Prime, and I will definitely review this on the channel. I'll have to, won't I? Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this Movie Talk Weekly. Bit of a filled one this week. Last week there wasn't too much to talk about, but quite a bit this week. Hopefully we'll have a lot more movie news next week too. I do this every Wednesday or Thursday. I try to do it every Wednesday or Thursday anyway. Usually runs into Thursday these days because I'm very busy with YouTube. But yeah, there you go. Movie Talk Weekly every week. If you want to subscribe, it's up to yourself. If you want to comment about any of this movie news underneath, I will reply to every single one of you, I promise. Take it all easy, guys. And I'll see you all in the next video.